Okay, so we are looking at this figure here. Have you found the question? Okay, so this question here is on page 40. We are looking at these figures. They are made out of identical cubes. So we do a quick recap. We have learned different things. We have learned length. Okay, we have learned area. We have learned volume, and we know that the units are in things like centimeter. Area is square centimeter or cm squared, and then volume is cm cubed or cubic centimeters. So these are the ideas. Basically, area is you have two measurements multiplied together. Volume is three measurements multiplied together. Then we also learn this thing about square root and cube root. Okay, these are the identities that we have learned about. Square root is for helping us to find from square. Okay, it's like walking down the stairs. You step down from squares to length, and then cube root is from volume all the way down to length. So just now, Angel, why I look at you is because you missed out one step. The question asks for area. So after you cube root already, you need to multiply again. So you missed out one step. But never mind, we'll talk about that again, okay? So let's take a look at this one here. The solid figures below A and B, they are made out of identical cubes. So every single one of them is a cube, just like just now the game that we are playing. Each cube has a volume of 512 cm cubed. So pay good attention to the units. Now, the question here is asking for the shaded area of each figure. So here is, for A is the grey face. Then for B is this surface that goes up, goes right and down and left, right and down and right again, like you know, like if a stickman walks here, he climbs down and then he walks here, and then goes just like the game just now, right? So the idea is you are looking for the area of that space. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the volume, and from the volume we are able to find. Any suggestion? What tools do we use here? On the right side, I wrote down all the things that we have learned so far. We learned length, area, volume, we learned square root and cube root. What can we apply here? Cube root, excellent. So I know that each cube has a volume of 512. So the one cube, a cube, the volume is 512 cm cubed. So I can apply cube root to find what? The length of the one side of the, okay? Length of one side of the square face. Now, when I say the length of one side of the square face, it's the same as saying the length of one edge of the cube. The one edge, that one line, okay? You understand what I'm saying? That one line on the edge of the cube is like this. Okay, wow, this one very fat. So only here, oops, I go. Okay, is that one line. Okay, to find that one line, I will apply cube root, like what Zoya has suggested. Cube root of 512. That is, I'm looking for what times what will give me 512. So I use cube root. Cube root now? Or any suggestions? You can try to think what numbers will multiply. Huh? What numbers multiply to give you 512? Is it 3 times 3 times 3? No, we know that's 27. Is it 4 times 4 times 4? No, that's 64. Is it 5 times 5 times 5? Well, it's a cube. Cube means I have 3 numbers that multiply together. You will give me 512. It's the same number. Yes. Is 8 times 8 times 8? You try your calculator now? Yeah, you're not allowed to use calculator, but I'm allowing you to check. Is it there? 8? So what happens is that just now some of you are very quick to answer because you remember it. I said, do you remember 3 times 3 times 3? Very fast you can say 27. We learned that last Friday. From Adrian actually. He's the one who made the cube. 3 times 3 times 3. Then we can know 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. So these are all cube numbers. So I can go slowly to ask myself, what number times what number times what number will give me 512? Now, Achilles just now said, oh, he think of 2 numbers first. To multiply to give me the digit. Okay? Alright, so I'm saying here that, okay, one side of the square or one edge is 8 centimeters. So what is the area of one square face? We are talking about one square face. What will be the area? What's the area of one square shaded face? So this one. 64, that's correct. 8 times 8. So the area of one shaded face will be 8 times 8, that is 64 units. Centimeter square. Area. Because I find that square face. So one square face is 64 centimeters square, or square centimeter. So for figure A, the shaded area is 64 times how many face? 3, that's correct. Which is 192. Units is cm squared. Now, then we go to figure B. Figure B, the shaded area, how many face? 5. So it's 64 times 5. Is this okay? Can I understand? Is it okay? What's the answer? 320 cm squared. Now, this is one of the very common questions at PSLE where you apply cube root or square root. Is that okay? Moving on to another common question. Okay, everybody? Okay. Moving on to another question that is common is here. This is one. This one. I'm going to try the okay, this one a bit too difficult. Okay, go to the easier one first. Let's do the next one with the calculator. Also very common. This is page 42. Now, so instead of cubes now, we have wooden blocks. So wooden blocks are shown here, and this wooden block is a cuboid with square faces at the opposite ends. Now, I will say that again. We have learned so far this thing called length is in cm square, length is in cm, area is in cm squared, and volume is cm cubed. Because 3 dimensions, 3 measurements multiply together, cm times cm times cm. Then we also learn square root and cubed root. Cube root allow us to get from volume straight down to length. Square root. Are you okay? You're talking. Are you there? I'm getting worried. Why don't April you finish my sentence? I say that cube root allow us to get length directly from volume. I can press cube root and the number, it gets me volume become length. Now what about square root? What does square root does? The square root gets us the answer as length. From what? Thank you, Jaren. I was hoping that April could answer, but he was still a bit lost. Knock knock, are you there? Can you understand what I'm saying here? So, square root and cube root are 2 unique mathematical signs that we learned this year at primary 6. Cube root allows us to get to length immediately from volume, whereas square root is an area thing. See? Gets us length immediately from area. Now, for this question here, it says, why did I suddenly write this again and talk about this again? Because you look at the question, the story talks about cuboid. Just now I specifically chose a question that has cubes. So cubes means it's equal all sides, right? Equal all sides, right? And then you can use cube root, correct? Or cube things up. Now look at this one, this question. Is it all cubes? No. It's cuboid. Cuboid. What are cuboids? Cuboids are rectangular blocks, right? But there's this, I still wrote there's square root and cube root. Right? Now look at it. There's this one word in this whole story. There is a big hint. Square faces. Square faces. Each is not a new phrase. Each means these blocks are all the same. But it's a good try, Sama. Good idea. I'm looking at each block. Like Sama said, each is important. But even more important is the word square faces at opposite ends. It means that I can draw this line. It has a square face. Can you understand? So this can you understand? Okay, now then some stacking happens. Like the game, you stack things together. Figure 1 shows you that the 3 cuboids Figure 1 shows you there are these blocks here. Each block here, the wooden blocks. 4 wooden blocks put together give you 1 cuboid. See? Okay, this is 1 cuboid. This is another cuboid. And then there's another cuboid. These cuboids stack together to give you this whole thing. And it tells you the length of the cuboid at figure 2 here is 60 centimeters. Ask you to find volume. Very good. How do you know? Thank you very much. Kashi has the answer. So I was pointing out to you that, hey guys, the biggest part is the square face. How did he get 60? He says 4 units is 60 centimeters. How is that possible? Huh? Correct. So let's take a look at it. Look closely. This is one square face. Okay. Here is one square face. Here's another square face. And here's another square face. So, the length here of one wooden block is 3 square faces. That's why I say 3 units. Let me see. So, plus the first block here, I can say 4 units is 60 centimeters. Now, that means I can get 1 unit, or one unit means one side of the square face. That's 60 divided by 4, which is 15 centimeters. From there, I can find, for figure 2, I am given the length. It is 60 centimeters. Okay, figure 2. For figure 2, we are supposed to find the volume. We already have the length. The length is 60 centimeters. What is the breadth? 45. Oh, Kershin knows already. He's finished. Bye-bye, Kershin. See you at subclass later. You finished your day, is it? What's the answer? Okay. Let's do it quickly, okay? So we can all go. What is the breadth, everybody? Breadth. You know what's the breadth, right? Here. Oops. The breadth is here. 15, thank you. 1 unit is 15, so 3 units is 45. Okay, 45. Okay? So yeah, what's the height? Very good, also the same. What's the volume? Okay, okay? What's the units? Okay, thank you everybody. See you at subclass later. So the volume is 60 multiplied by 45 multiplied by 45. You have the answer, and then the units is cm3. Okay? See you everybody at subclass at 3.